Before you watch this video, I want you to know, this is not just another pregnancy vlog. This is the story of Mahara, my one and only daughter. From the very first moment I found out I was pregnant, my life changed in ways I never expected. My pregnancy was not like what you usually see on YouTube. It was rare, it was hard, it was beautiful. I faced challenges that most mothers don't talk about, and many will never experience. I carried Mahara for 9 months with love, with pain, with silent tears, and a strength I didn't know I had. No one prepared me for this journey. No guide, no help, no rest. Just me and my unborn baby. Growing together, learning together, surviving together. Now she is 1 year and 3 months old. Every moment I captured, every little milestone, every struggle, and every joy. It's all here. This is not just my story. This is her story, Mahara's story. A journey of life, love, and the kind of motherhood that's rarely seen or spoken about. So if you've been looking for something real, something raw, something different, this is it.
In this video, I'll be sharing my pregnancy journey with you. Let's start from the beginning. I'm from the Philippines, and my partner is from South India. Our baby is half Indian and Filipino, a beautiful mix of our cultures. The early signs: in July 2023, I was working far from home. Every morning, I felt dizzy, nauseous, and unwell. I brushed it off at first, but these feelings continued. I got so sick that I couldn't wake up early or go to work. All I could do was stay in bed and sleep. For a whole month, I thought this was normal. I even went back to work, unknowingly pregnant for 2 months already, finding out then around the 3rd month. The sickness came back even stronger. I hated all food and couldn't even stand certain smells. That's when I decided to take a pregnancy test. I was shocked to see a positive result, and I started crying. The next day, I told my partner the news. His mixed emotions. His initial reaction wasn't what I expected. He asked me if I was sure and suggested buying another test, maybe because he wasn't convinced the first one was accurate. I was pressed, confirmed it. He wasn't happy at first. He knew I wasn't quite ready for a baby, and I hadn't necessarily envisioned having children. A conversation and a change of heart, and we talked things through. He expressed his concerns, and I reassured him that I could handle it. He eventually came around, even cried, and thanked me. That's how things unfolded during the first 3 months of my pregnancy. It was a whirlwind of emotions, but we were in it together.
The story I shared highlights some common pregnancy experiences, along with some unique challenges I'm facing. In my 4th month to 5th month, everything seemed fine at my first checkup. However, my partner and I constantly argued about my diet. He had preferences, but I craved different foods, which caused frustration. Around that time, I noticed physical changes. Darker areas on my neck and underarms and skin tags that weren't there before. I also experienced body pain. Walking was uncomfortable, and back and pelvic pain at night made sleeping. I searched YouTube for sleeping positions for pregnant women and tried sleeping on my left side with a pillow, but the pain persisted every night. Despite the discomfort, I felt happy to feel the baby bump and good movement. I started eating healthier foods, even though the back and pelvic pain continued, which I was told was normal. In my 5th month, my belly appeared larger, maybe because I was eating more. The most bothersome issue was frequent urination, making it hard to go out. I ended up staying home most of the time. Thinking why other pregnant women can do lots of work, but here I am in this situation. Through this experience, I questioned the idea of a single best sleeping position during pregnancy. Comfort. This story covers my experiences during months 4 and 5 of pregnancy, including the symptoms I experienced and how I coped with them. Let's begin. As I mentioned in my previous video, my condition is rare compared to other expectant mothers. Consequently, I stopped working altogether because walking became challenging due to frequent trips to the toilet and persistent back pain. My days were spent mainly indoors. performing light cleaning tasks, or cooking. Despite watching numerous videos, I found that my condition differed from others. I struggled to sleep at night, often resorting to showering around midnight or 2 a.m. to relax, but to no avail. During the day, I typically slept for only 3 hours. This routine persisted daily. Concerned about my well-being, my partner discussed my situation with my mother-in-law, who suggested a solution. We purchased massage oil, and before bed my partner would massage my back and legs. This provided relief, reducing my back pain or sometimes eliminating it entirely. As for my diet, I started my day by blending dates and avocado with sugar-free milk. Occasionally, I would replace the avocado with bananas from India. This diet proved beneficial in the end. For lunch, I ate rice, and in the evening, my food intake remained unchanged. I believe there is nothing wrong with eating according to what makes me comfortable as a pregnant woman. And that's my story from months 4 to 5 of pregnancy. In the next video, I'll share my journey from 6 to 7 months, as well as discuss our living situation in Dubai. Stay tuned, everyone.
As I mentioned before, I'm here to share why I didn't experience labor pains or contractions during my pregnancy. I'll continue my story from months 6 to 7 and what I went through. Let's dive in. During the 6th month, my food routine remained the same. I would blend dates, avocado, and milk, occasionally swapping avocado for bananas from India at night. It was crucial to always include dates and milk, and I avoided adding sugar. For dinner, I had rice with chicken or fish, adjusting the portion as needed. After dinner, I would make a blended juice. As I mentioned in a previous video, I experienced difficulty with back and pelvic pain, which my partner helped alleviate by massaging me with oil every night before bed. By the 6th month, my belly had grown significantly, with people even mistaking me for having twins. I found myself frequently needing to use the restroom, so I decided to keep urine tools in my room to make it more convenient. Despite being far from our parents, I managed to cope with any pain on my own. I drank blended juice twice a day, and due to pelvic pain, I couldn't go outside much, especially for walking. Moving into the 7th month, I experienced false labor pains during the first week. I immediately called my partner to come home, thinking the baby was coming. The contractions were intense, with significant pain in my back and the feeling of my baby moving down, causing my pelvis to feel like it was opening. While waiting for my partner, I tried to alleviate the pain by standing and holding onto the wall, moving my body in circles and drinking more water. The pain lasted for about an hour and a half, making me cry. Thankfully, it gradually subsided, and I was relieved that it wasn't actual labor. On that day, my partner decided to leave his job to be with me, ensuring we could rush to the hospital if needed. Partner by my side encouraged me to start walking for an hour every morning, even if I experienced pelvic pain, and we would use the stairs to go down from the 4th floor to the ground floor. Walking daily helped me sleep better at night. Additionally, I started eating spicy food during the 7th month. I'm grateful for my partner's support throughout this journey, as he helped me with tasks I couldn't manage alone. This concludes my story from months 6 to 7. In the next video, I'll share my experiences from the 8th month, so stay tuned for more insights based on my personal journey.
I'm here to share my journey with you during my 8th month of pregnancy. It might help you too for an easier delivery if you watch my story. By the way, I'm from the Philippines and my partner is from Kerala, India. Let's begin. In my 8th month of pregnancy, my routine remained the same, blended juice and no dieting, just rice as I mentioned earlier. During the 8th month, I felt more movement inside my belly because my baby was moving and kicking a lot, making me feel she was in a hurry to come out. So, I walked at 6 a.m. in the morning, using the stairs from the 4th floor to the ground floor, completing 1 hour of walking with my partner always by my side. Then in the evening, I walked again the same way as in the morning. My food routine starts in the morning with rice and spicy soup or curry, not too spicy. At lunch, I have rice with spicy fish and a smoothie juice. For dinner, I eat rice with some spicy soup and a smoothie after the meal. The pain in my pelvic area and back is constant, which I think is my pelvis preparing to open. I'm excited to see my baby because there's only 1 month left until we can see him, her. My next video will be my last pregnancy journey during the 9th month. Stay tuned and follow my journey.
In this final stage of my pregnancy, I've been experiencing more back pain, day and night, and getting less sleep. Still, I continue my routine. Walking every morning, going down the stairs from the 4th floor to the ground floor, walking around, then going back up the stairs to the 4th floor again. I stick to my usual meals, eating lots of spicy food. Each day brings mixed emotions. I'm scared sometimes, filled with what-if thoughts. But in the end, I trust in the Almighty and in myself. I keep telling myself, I can do it. Then came the moment of truth. My partner and I went out for our usual early morning walk around 5 a.m. Suddenly, I felt a strong pain, but I thought it was normal since I had been feeling this way for some time. I told my partner to massage my lower back because it was hurting a lot. After the massage, the pain eased, so I got up again to prepare for the walk. But the lower back pain returned, and this time I felt it might be time. My partner called the nurse to come with us. I leaned against the wall, moving my body in circles, then sat on a soft chair and continued to rock my hips. I wasn't in intense pain, but I had this strong feeling. The baby is coming. Since there was no bleeding, I told my partner not to call the nurse yet. I thought maybe the baby would come later, during the day. While waiting, my water suddenly broke. I had 2 raw eggs and started feeling serious pain. My legs were shaking, and I shouted, "Irfan, the baby is coming." He ran over to me, and at that exact moment, the water and the baby came at the same time. He caught our baby in both hands. The baby cried right away, and we were so happy to see Mahara. The nurse was still on the way, so I called one of my senior nurse friends to come and help us. From 5 a.m. to 5:45 a.m., everything happened so fast. It was labor, but not long or extremely painful. I didn't cry, just felt a bit of pain. There was no bleeding at the start. That was the end of my pregnancy journey with Mahara. I truly believe that blending fruits daily and walking regularly helped a lot. And though it's not medically recommended, I ate spicy food and had raw eggs during labor, which I believe helped me with a smooth delivery. Being far from family is difficult, but if you trust yourself, without doubt, everything will be okay. Once again, this was my journey from month 1 to month 9. Thank you. If you've listened to my journey from beginning to end, you probably noticed I kept mentioning that I ate spicy food and didn't follow any strict diet. That's because I was inspired by some of my colleagues who did the same. And they didn't experience difficult labors either. In my case, I didn't go through what I saw my sister experience, or what I've heard in other people's stories, or seen on YouTube. Lots of crying during labor. Thank God I didn't experience that. But I did face challenges right from the start of my pregnancy. And that was a rare and tough journey. Now, when I look at our daughter, I feel like she's such a strong person. For me, the beginning was hard, but the ending was victorious. But this is not the end of me telling my story.
you.